What it do. This video is about being patient with the results, right? I would say this is the most important thing, to be patient with the results, because to fuck your life up, it can be done in a split moment, right? But when it comes to like improving your life, it's a different ball game. It's harder. It can still happen in that split moment, right? But you just first need to maybe stack months of just constant inputs without seeing any output, right? Today I was with a friend of mine, and nowadays he's a barber, right? He's a barber, but he also started his clothing brand and things like that. Started, through that, getting into the e-commerce space, and that's something, I respect that, right? But it was also that same friend 2 years ago. I was very impatient, right? I told him like, yeah, when will we see any results? I wasn't even on the self-improvement journey for too long, probably not even like 2 years, maybe a year, right? And I was like, when will we see results, this and that? And he immediately told me, like, you're underestimating the journey. Like, he said it might take 2-3 years before you see something. And at that moment I was like, I kind of hated to hear that answer, because it was like, that's way too long, right? But now if I think about it, that's the only way, right? That's the only way. It takes time. It takes time. That's why I say be patient with the results, because I see that with myself, bro. Before you can take the leap, right, you probably must be learning some things. You must do this and that before you can eventually take the leap, right? So that's something that you need to remind yourself, because otherwise burnout will always be the result of it, bro. Like, my life basically always went like, I've been grinding, and then for a couple weeks, and then you just get frustrated with the journey, and you kind of fall into a spiral of relapses, right? And what I now realize is, you need to be way more patient with it, man. Way more. You really need to be way more patient, bro. Like, because the same friend that told me that it takes 2-3 years ago, right? That it takes 2-3 years to achieve something. He said that 2-3 years ago, and look where it's at right now. But because he already knew, like, you need to be patient with the results. You need to be patient with the results. So that's really my message for now, right? Because you're probably young, right, in your 20s and things like that. So you're probably doing something right. You realize you want to improve, but it takes long. It takes time. That's really what I want to say. Like, sometimes they say, like, if you think that it will take a year, then it will probably at least take 2 years, because it's so many things that will come on top of it, right? It's all about the journey of going hard and staying consistent with that routine. Alex Hormozi said, be impatient with the inputs, patient with the outputs. So be impatient with the inputs. So, like, you should feel like, I cannot wait to improve, right? You should feel like that. You should always strive for more and do more things. And you should be impatient with that, right? When you wake up, you should feel like, okay, I can do this and that, and I will just be a stronger, better version of myself, right? But when it comes to the outputs, you cannot think like that. Outputs are something, when it comes to your body already, right? You can fuck your body up in a couple days. A couple days of just no movement, and just drinking and things like that, doing whatever, right, can fuck up your body like in a week or something. But if you want to have a six-pack, bro, it will probably take you 3 months. Coming from a fucked up level, right, of course. So you always need to keep that in mind, bro. Like, the journey is, it's patience. It's a lot of patience. Like, just doing every day the same things. And sometimes feeling like you won't get any results, right? But you're making results, though. It's just like, at first it's non-visible, right? That's the thing that we talked about. Like, you got a tree, and a tree grows under the ground for years. And then, boom, it shoots out of the ground. And then all of a sudden, people be like, oh yeah, a tree, a new tree, this and that. It just popped out of the ground, right? Overnight wonder or something. That's what they call it, right? But it's so many things happening under the ground. Like, everybody that you see, bro, you never seen their journey. You don't see their journey, bro. You just see them already at a certain level with like certain things, right? They saying certain things, they making certain money. So you be like, oh yeah, he just started doing that. But you don't know the character building, right? That just goes on and on under the scenes, right? You know, so that's really this video for today, man. Be patient with the results, because it will probably take you a good while. And with that, I thank you for watching, and I'm out.